Okay, so we've made it to Timmy's
Dog Outfit.
Timmy Dog Out, whatever. It's a dog store on Queen West. This is where he's getting groomed. Hi, good. This is Elton John. He's here for a grooming. This video is brought to you by Squarespace. If you're looking to start a new business or grow an existing one, Squarespace is your one-stop shop and they've got you covered. They have everything from marketing tools to analytics and everything in between. You can use code MollyBurke to get 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain name. Good morning. It may not be morning for you. It is for me, which is why I come to you with unbrushed hair. I am just finishing up my breakfast. I've got a soy caramel latte and a cold pressed juice. If you ever go to Toronto, go to Fresh. It's like my absolute favorite. I've been going here for like well over 10 years. It's so good. And this is one of my favorite cold pressed juices that I picked up last night. And it's just simple, classic ginger apple lemon. We love. Oh, and yesterday I got my nails done. And I got the Hailey Bieber nails. And I left them long. For everybody, this is probably what short nails are like. But this is long for me. But I was like trying to explain because I was like, surely if I go in, everybody's asking for the Hailey Bieber nails. They'll know what I'm talking about. Everybody standing there was like, and I was like,
oh no.
Oh no. And thankfully I like sat down and the girl getting her nails done next to me was like, I'm getting the Hailey Bieber nails. She wants the exact same as me. Get this powder and this. And I was like, thank you. So now I have my little glazed donut Hailey Bieber nails. And Sir Elton John is being groomed. Elton. He says, I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to get groomed.
He's not looking too happy about it.
Yes, he's having his first professional grooming. Of course, I mean, they groom him at Møller. And I brush him all the time, every day. But he hasn't had like a professional grooming. I think I'm going to get his elbows trimmed. He has the longest elbow fur. Debut. That's not debut. Oh, okay, we're doing this instead. That's a good way to show them, actually. Do you guys see this? That's his elbow. Oh, it's a bunker wonkers. It's been so fun having a long-haired dog. I like absolutely adore grooming him. But I've had to get a bunch of different brushes. So I have like a metal wide tooth comb and I have a like dematter that gets like the undercoat out. I did that last night to prepare him. Oh Lord, Neve, was there not fur aplenty?
Tons. It was all swept up off the ground here.
I did it out here. Thank God.
Huge big ball of it.
It was wild, but he's such a good boy about it. So I think he'll have a great time, and it's funny because it's at a pet store near my parents' place in Toronto. Every time we go by, he's like, pet store? We go to the pet store? And so I keep telling him, Friday we go to the pet store, you can get a grooming, and I'll let you pick a toy. That's the plan. I'm gonna get ready and take him for a walk so he has a poop before he goes in for his grooming. It'll be about 3 hours, and I've got to get some work done and shoot some stuff while he's out. And it'll be the longest time we've been apart, Mom.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Boy, oh, we like those, don't we? Yummy. Yes. Yes, good boy. Good job.
He loves bones. He's my first ever bone chewer. And is this what he's picking out bones.
Yep.
Are you picking out what bone you want after your grooming?
He's kind of stuck on this one here.
Should be right up with you guys.
Thank you.
Yeah.
This is your groomer's son, so she'll continue your grooming.
Good, nice to meet you.
Oh,
He's already excited to meet you. You're gonna have fun though, and you're gonna come back looking smashing.
want to come by? You're more than welcome to as well. Okay.
Good, puppy, good job.
So good.
Oh Jesus, there's a table here. Gee, I really do miss him.
Do you think he'd go through that?
What is it? Like a drink?
Yeah.
Yes, like a cocktail. Oh,
Cocktail.
you know what? It's a Caesar.
Caesar.
It's a Caesar.
So Canadian. Is that a shrimp in
If there's
it?
an avocado toast, there's a shrimp in it. There's an avocado toast.
Is that
That's
this?
the avocado toast.
Ooh, maybe I'll get him this.
Look, and
Cute,
where's
eh?
Caesar squeeze?
Oh god. I should have brought my cane, Jesus. Am I gonna be okay?
Maybe.
Okay, she kept asking if I wanted his pants trimmed. I didn't know he wore pants. I don't know the terminology. I've never had a long-haired dog to send to the groomers. So I was very stressed. But we are getting his back booty trimmed a bit because it does get a bit matted back there and hard to brush. And the tail is being trimmed slightly. I don't know, I think it'll be okay, right Mom? I'm very vain, I want him to look good.
It'll be fine.
I want my boy to look, it's just fur, it'll grow back. It's just fur, it'll grow back. Okay, and she's gonna trim between his paw pads. Okay, I'm gonna go film some stuff to keep my mind occupied while I'm without him because I'm very sad and stressed. Okay, so I very much thought that I got footage of Elton John when he got home from the groomers for the first time, but apparently I didn't. I will get into some of that in a second here. It was a challenging day for both him and for myself. His grooming went fabulously. Oh my god, look at that man. He looks so soft and fluffy and plush, which he is, and I actually think the trimming of the pants made a huge difference. They really helped get his fur just like so glossy and floofy. Absolutely obsessed, and it was much easier to keep it this way after getting that trim done and the professional grooming and you know, getting that undercoat out. Fabulous. Also, he did get the avocado toast toy. That's a tongue twister, and it is to this day his favorite toy. Okay, now on to the rest of the video. Okay, hi. So I never ended up finishing the footage from his first grooming in Toronto, and it's actually time for his second grooming in LA. So I thought we'd show both experiences. If I seemed a little off in the footage, it's because when I went to pick him up, they told me that they thought he had a hot spot on his shoulder, which meant that I was going to need to get him to the vet and shave him down after just spending almost $200 on grooming him and do a whole rigmarole. And I was about to leave for New York Fashion Week, and I was just like very stressed. Also, I ended up in the ER like 2 days after this was filmed. I was not in a great place. I was trying to fake it till I make it, but I did not make it, okay? Basically, I did get him to the vet. He did not have a hot spot, thank goodness. I didn't think he did because I dealt with hot spots a lot with Gallop. Gallop was a very hot spot prone poochie woochies. So I've dealt with them a lot, and he was showing none of the symptoms. So I was confused, but I brought him to a vet, and the vet confirmed that no, it was most likely just that his skin got hot from the blow dryer or something like that. Thank goodness it wasn't, so he did not need to get his shoulder shaved, which would have been a lot. Obviously I would if I had to, but I was very happy I didn't have to. If it was where she thought it was, that's where his harness lays, and then he wouldn't have been able to work. Like, oof, it would have been a whole lot. Though as you will see, after his LA grooming, he had a real medical emergency. We've made it to the vet. Update, not what I was hoping for. And we'll get into all that, so stay tuned for a very scary guide doggy medical emergency. But before we dive into the next set of grooming footage, I wanted to thank today's sponsor, which is Squarespace, a longtime friend of the channel. If you are looking to start a new business or grow an existing one, build a new website, Squarespace is your one-stop shop, and they have got you covered. I've always hosted my website on Squarespace, including my current one, mollyburkeofficial.com. They are a great place for people like me who have absolutely no idea what they're doing and are not really well experienced in building a website, because they have all of these amazing templates that make it super easy to get started and build a website from scratch that looks completely unique, one of a kind, and original. It's really customizable, even within a template. And they have all different tools, from marketing tools and analytics. They have the ability to grow an online shop where you can sell either physical products or online products like workshops. You can create a mailing list and have subscribers where you can do email blasts out to them. Just so many different tools, and there's so many more than that. You can go to squarespace.com and get a free trial where you can test all of these things out, and you can use code MollyBurke to get 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain name. By the way, thank you all so much for weighing in and giving me advice on what tools to use for at-home grooming. I do, of course, groom him at home. I had heard about the Furminator and that it was great, but actually when I asked my trainer, she didn't recommend it, and a bunch of you didn't as well. So I never ended up getting the Furminator, and I got this, which I believe is called a slicker brush or a rake, and this works wonders. It's pretty easy to maintain, for the most part, to be honest, which I'm surprised by and very grateful for, and I absolutely adore having a long-haired dog. All right, now here's to the adorable footage of Elton getting his second professional grooming. Such a teddy bear! Such a fluffy teddy bear! We have the same service coming that used to do Lavender and Gallop. It's called Bubbles, and it's basically like one of those mobile grooming. So you're gonna go get a big professional groomy. Maybe we'll get your pants trimmed again. I didn't know he wore pants. There's nothing I love more than the fact that they call his back thigh for pants. He doesn't smell the same way as short-haired dogs, which is really interesting. Like, his scent is completely different. And also, he doesn't get as greasy or oily as them because he has the long hair. So it just kind of stays underneath. It's fascinating. All right, Bubbles is coming. Let's get you down. I really feel like he knows what's going on because he was like kind of hesitant to leave, which he never is. He's always excited. And then the moment he got out, he took a poop. Like he was like, I gotta get this out of my body before I get groomed. I was just saying to my mom, we're like sitting out waiting for them to arrive. And I was saying, I feel so bad for him compared to the other dogs because like all my other dogs have been short haired. So getting groomed isn't that big of a deal. Like getting groomed when you're a long haired fella, it's a lot more work. Though he doesn't have any mats or anything. We keep him really well brushed. And he won't need to get as much trimming or anything done. Like the last time he got trimmed was the first time he got trimmed ever, so there was work to be done. Whereas this time, you know, it's more just to freshen up. They're here, I'll introduce them, we'll have a little chat, figure out what we want to do, and I'll send my baby off. Are you meeting your new friend? Oh my god, he's such a ham. He's such a extroverted lover. He loves meeting new people, so he'll have a lot of fun with you guys.
Right. You still have your cat?
Yes.
Oh, that's nice.
Our little devil gremlin. She's so cute, but man, she's a nightmare.
Oh my goodness.
We love her, but
How is she with you, huh?
they haven't met yet.
No,
I'm worried they'll be too good friends because she likes to get up at 4 a.m. and I've just finally trained him to not get me up at 6 a.m. So I'm worried that she's gonna be a bad influence on him and he'll be getting me up again.
Off he went, completely trusting.
Well, they literally train them to be trusting. Like, think they're passed off from person to person, trainer to trainer. They're just like, ooh, who am I going with now? You got the leash, I'll go over here. Like,
Peanut built on top.
oh my god, you can't wait to touch him. He's just like a floofer. Just a floofer. Oh, you'll love him. He's just adorable. You're just adorable. Yes, you are. I'm so happy to see you. It's really good to see you. Hi. Hi. Oh, happy guy. Yes, very happy guy. I know. I know. Happy, 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 happy. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I missed you too. Yes, I missed you too. Alton here was groomed on Thursday, and I was gonna finish this video with just like a quick little ending clip on Friday. But I woke up at 8:45, which is extremely unusual because usually he wakes me at 7:45 for his breakfast. I trained him from like 5 a.m. when he used to wake me. And I immediately knew something was wrong because that's just not him. And I had to kind of force him up, kind of had to sit with him while he ate. Maybe we could play with this in the other room while I tell them about your tragedy. Okay. Where's my oops. I'm
It's like, I don't think I can get that.
I'm stronger than I thought. Is it on the counter?
It's on the counter. Luckily you didn't hit a mug or anything. Although I wouldn't have probably.
Whoops. And I knew something wasn't right. He was panting a lot. He was pooing normally, peeing normally, didn't puke, like a lot of normal things, but he was super tired. So I thought, okay, we'll take the day off. I'll just give him a day. Maybe he's just tired. Let him rest. So of course I didn't work him. We just took a lazy day. But by 2 p.m, I was really concerned because he literally wasn't moving. He was just laying in one spot. Wouldn't move unless I kind of forced him up and moving, and then he'd just lay back down and go to sleep again. So I got the first vet appointment that I could, which was at 6 p.m. We've made it to the vet. I brought his harness. I have no idea why I didn't put it on, and I had no intentions of putting it on. I think it was just habit when I was leaving the door. So now we're just waiting to get this guy in, huh? Yeah. Update, not what I was hoping for. He has an extremely high fever of 105. They said 102 is considered high, and he's 105, which is dangerously high for dogs. We were there for 3 hours. They wouldn't let us leave until his temp lowered, which obviously I was completely on board with. They are taking him back, cooling him down. They're gonna wet him down and put him in front of a fan. To try to lower his body temperature. They're also going to give him fluids to flush his system out a bit. And we are doing a full blood workup to see if it's an infection. We're also doing a workup to see if it could be a tick-borne illness. So keeping fingers crossed. I was very much hoping they were going to tell me I was being an overly cautious dog mom, but unfortunately that was not the case. They were able to get it down to 103.4, I believe, or 103.6. Apparently, if a fever stays that high for too long, it can cause organ failure and like organ issues, which is terrifying. We did a full panel for infections and viruses, though we won't have those PCR results until like 5 to 7 days from now. All of his organ function was totally fine, which is great. His white blood cells were slightly elevated, which is a sign of infection, though he had no like visible signs of infection. Like there's nothing on him that we could see or point to as a symptom of infection. He was a bit tender in the throat and coughing, which makes us believe it's probably like kind of like a flu-y type of situation. Elton, can you not? Jesus Christ.
About the
I'm
video.
starting to really feel better. Do you see? I liked it better when you were lethargic. Go back to sleep. I'm in the room alone, so I'm gonna take this off. I have the funniest update. So we're just sitting in this room and I keep hearing sit, 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 sit. And I was like, oh no, I think I know what's happening. So I went out and I was like, just so you know, he only knows French. And they were like, oh. And I was like, yeah, so if you say assis, that's gonna work way better. And she goes, assis. She goes, oh, he did it. And I was like, yeah, just thought that might be helpful. So, oh my God, hilarious. $735 later, we got him home. After 3 hours at the vet, our poor sick boy is home. And I am so glad I followed my gut. So he has to go back in tomorrow for a temperature check, and we picked up a thermometer so we can check him through the night. He's currently laying on and wrapped in a cold, wet towel. He was just sleeping, but he's waking up a little bit. He had a big pee after all the fluids they gave him. All of his blood work looks great. His white blood cells are elevated a bit. He's beginning to get a bit of a cough. Yeah, you can feel the heat radiating from behind his ears, paws of his feet, and the inside of his thighs. Got him his first round of antibiotics. He is on 6 pills a day, 3 every 12 hours, and we had to wrap him in cold, wet blankets, turn the AC down to a frigid temperature. I felt like I was like a piece of meat in a freezer. I'm getting ready for bed, and he's officially at the stage where he's grumpy. I've wrapped him in a cold, wet towel, and he is not happy about it. Elton, Mr. Elton, she's melty. This is very good for you. Look, you don't have to like me. I'm trying to get you better, sir. You're adorable. Look at a beach boy. It's almost 1 a.m. and he's in his bed, and I wrapped his cold, wet towel around him, and he quite literally did not even notice. I like tossed it over him. Did not notice. Poor baby is in like full sleep and recover mode. It was very scary, but we got up early the next morning. We could hardly sleep, us two humans. Go back to the vet for another temperature check, and it was down to 101.6, which is a healthy range. Apparently 101 to 102 is healthy for dogs and cats. Yesterday, he continued to just sleep it off, slept pretty much all day, but by the afternoon, we were seeing little signs that he was coming back to life. It is 10:30 at night, and this is the first time all day he has woken up and actually chosen to come out of his bed or the bedroom all day. So this is huge. I think the antibiotics are kicking in. He came out asking for some food and water, so I gave him extra giblets with a probiotic. Oh my God, I think the antibiotic is kicking in. This is big. I'm so excited. And by today, he woke me at 7:45 for breakfast, and he is full of beans. Totally normal Elton John. Of course, we will finish the round of antibiotics till they're done, as you always should. I'll be very interested to see what the PCR results show. It was a PCR for fever of unknown origin. That's that. So that was a little scary, our first medical emergency. But I am so glad I trusted my gut, because he didn't have any like very obvious symptoms of being sick. He was just really tired for the most part. But I just trusted my gut and that this isn't my normal dog, and got him in, because if I had waited, who knows what that dangerously high fever would have led to. And of course, as a reminder, you never work a sick guide dog or service dog. It is not only cruel, but it can also be dangerous. For example, he was so lethargic, I could not have trusted him to keep me safe. It's like trying to send a very sick child to school. Like, that's just cruel. You gotta let them rest. So we're on day 3 of no work, and I think by tomorrow we'll be absolutely ready to be back and working and excited as ever to put our harness on, huh? Okay, every time he gets groomed, he ends up in an emergency booking into the vet.
True.
So we don't have a good track record with this grooming situation. Both times after, it's been a panic. But he's so soft and shiny, so fluffy. Fluffy and puffy? You're fluffy and puffy, yes. He's so soft. I just simply adore having my long-haired boy. I just adore your long fluffy fur. and they got all that undercoat out. They did such a great job.
Thankfully, before it got a raging temperature.
I know. So glad that undercoat was taken out before he got his fever. But anyways, what an adventure. Always interesting with you by my side. Scroochy, scroochy, scroochy. Okay. Speaking of New York Fashion Week, click here if you want to see us take on New York Fashion Week, or click here to see this gorgeous apartment tour. Love you guys. Bye.